How's it going, everybody? Viscount Gregor Hawk here, and I figured I'd show you how I do my handle ground in a way in conjunction with a trigger. And I'm going to use my old broken lance kind of as a little bit of a tool. Now, I don't know if you can see down in there, but with this trigger, I like to put my 3 fingers under it and then the pinky over it. And this is a style that Duke Miles showed me when he came up here as king when he was going to knight me. He actually showed me his style, which I use now, and I was using this style before, where you would kind of tape a piece of leather and slide your fingers in there, and this is kind of the style I used for years, like 20 years probably in the SCA. But yeah, that's the style I used to use. Then he came up here and he showed me what he does, and he actually tapes the trigger up here. So I'll just kind of, usually I use strapping tape and tape the absolute hell out of it so it can't go anywhere, but I'll just use this for demonstration purposes. But yeah, you kind of make it slightly tight, and the way you ground your handle, before I get ahead of myself, I have a slight egg shape, very comfortable. Hand goes in, and I do a little thumb groove right here. And if you notice the way I carve my handles, your hands can't really slide up or down. So your hand kind of locks into position, which is great. Locks into the blade on position. But yeah, so what I do is I put my pinky on the outside, so that's kind of what the trigger looks like. And this locks me into a blade on position. I can still open my fingers if I'm so inclined, and not grip the sword so tightly with my bottom fingers if I just want to hold the tip and kind of snap my hand closed at the end. I don't do that as often. I'm pretty much a fire through my opponent type person. I don't worry about that little snap at the end stuff. I just plow right through your head. But that's basically the trigger right there. Keeps my sword very blade on. My hand doesn't slide up or down, so I'm not getting jacked on my baskets, my knuckles, or anything like that. And I fight with a very small basket hilt, so that's an amazing trigger. I'm telling you, for somebody that fought with the traditional style for years, I went to that almost instantly as soon as Miles showed me. But yeah, I just slip my hand in there, 3 fingers under and the pinky over. And when you have a really good handle carve where my hand can't slide up or down, nice egg shape, and a slight thumb groove, so it kind of locks your thumb in there. Coupled with that trigger, it's amazing. Like, I've never dropped my sword, not ever come close. And the other thing is I have almost had my sword wrenched from my hand with the other style, with the just the 2 fingers in the loop. And yeah, man, that hurt pretty bad. Never had any problems with this one, but I really like it because it really does help you fire blade on all the time. Good handle carve. That trigger lines your hand up for blade on, so it's really nice. Just practice your technique, and you'll never really hit anybody flat very often. So hope this helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll go ahead and try to do some follow-up.